Hello, people of the internet. I am back. Sort of. But yeah, finally back with Demon's Daughter. We are with episode 3. Gateway. This time. Muse, I cannot apologize enough for how long this has taken me to get sorted. I do apologize for that. And you can spam me with all the hate comments and the hitting me across the head role plays that you want on Discord, but do that later because now I'm gonna react to this episode. So last time we kind of established our main threats, which it did definitely what a third movie is supposed to do, because this is the last of the movie audio drama, because this is the last of a trilogy, and so you kind of got to make the last one the biggest threat possible, and it's definitely trying that with the devil itself. It's kind of of course, like, there is no greater threat than, not really the devil, but basically the equivalent to the devil, called Hexar. And so establishing that as the main threats of this kind of main trilogy definitely ramps up some of the heights, and also the hype. I'm messing up my words today, I do apologize. So there's a lot more emotional intensity, certainly, behind this one. And definitely, that's one thing I have noticed, is just emotion and specific emphasis on relationships, I've noticed. And so that real emphasis, I'm guessing, is going to come into even more play in the third episode. I'm actually in this one, I will say. I believe I have like 2 or 3 lines near the end. Well, actually, no, I was in the last one, actually, come to think about it. I was actually in the last one. But we are finally gonna get to this. Hopefully, so sorry, Muse, this has taken so long, but hopefully it is worth the wait. Sorry, my camera's shaking a little bit. But drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too, and I apologize, I've been inactive with reactions lately, but let's get into this, shall we? Demon's Daughter, episode 3, Gateway.
Previously on the Demon's
That
Daughter.
is quiet.
Well, her heartbeat is slower than usual. She seems to be more tired. What's going on?
These symptoms Rainbow has, they're way too similar to the ones I had a year after I was brought to life.
I've just received word that King Sombra, Queen Chrysalis, and Lord Tyrek have escaped their chosen confinements, and that they could be somewhere in Equestria preparing an attack.
I don't think they're anywhere near Equestria. I got a note saying that a being called Hexar has them, but they're his apprentices.
The art style for this is so much better as well.
Sun collapsed last night.
Like, here's the thing. It's about like, it's pretty much as all of the similar artists that were that worked on the Color Goddess. So but I guess that's part of it, like, to the artists themselves improving and refining their own craft. And so there's definitely a kind of a sense of this is just the kind of growth of the artist is reflecting in the audio drama, but a lot of it just feels a lot cleaner in this one and a lot more dynamic. It actually shifts. It actually works well here.
You might not like this, but Hexar is
our younger brother.
Aren't you 3 able to stop
That's
him?
right.
We physically can't go into his realm.
So he's not the devil,
Only
he's the younger.
descendants of-
So he's not the devil, he's the younger brother. Though then again, what's the difference? I'm the youngest in my family.
His components are able to do that. If you want to return Rainbow to normal, only you must go and stop him.
But why does Misty have to go by herself? I'm going with her.
Tenebris? She's your second cousin twice removed?
My daughter.
Yep, my stream's going perfectly fine. Let's get into this. God, it's been a while. It's been so freaking long. Oh dear. This intro is badass as ever. This intro is badass as ever. I have missed this. I have really missed this. There's the Agent Fluffster. That's another audio. That's another audio drama I need to get back to at some point. Is Agent Puppies. Alan News known for her Alan Menken levels of composition.
As the goddesses had elemental components to look after Equestria, their brother Hexar had powers to do the opposite. 7, in fact. Envy, disharmony, tyranny, gluttony, lust, greed, and despair.
And chaos!
How
I mean,
could I
what?
have not known that the 7 warriors, with the 7 entities that brought harm
Wait, was that
to
one of them?
How could I have known lust, envy, disharmony, tyranny, gluttony, lust, greed, and despair?
No, it wasn't. Thank
How
God,
could I
my
have
joke
not
still
known
works.
that the 7 warriors, with the 7 entities that brought harm to Equestria before, most of all, me.
Sister, how long has she been trapped in her room for?
Since she got back from visiting the goddesses, I figured she wouldn't like what they had to say.
That Hexar's component of despair is what she was born from?
Well, yes.
So, it wasn't the potion you were working on that brought her to life then?
I'm afraid not. Oh, Luna, we've really messed up this time, haven't we?
I wouldn't say that. Besides, wouldn't you agree that having Tantress as a sister was one of the best things to happen in our childhood?
That's one flaw I do have, is if you're gonna have different people pronounce, like, maybe I'm just saying that because she made me redo Liarko about 3 times, but, like, if you're gonna have a correct, a pronunciation of, if you're gonna have a correct pronunciation of, Tenebris, then please keep it consistent, because a lot of it's I don't know, it's just slightly off-putting.
I guess so. Imagine what would have happened if we weren't bored.
Very true.
Oh, but then there's Rainbow Dash. Why must everything be connected to her as well? Venturing to fight Tenebrae, becoming a goddess to fight Zephyros, and now becoming what Tenebrae used to be?
I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason for that, Celestia.
One can only hope.
I must say, I do like the fact that we already know what's happening to Rainbow Dash, and so it's kind of just, and so there's like the panic, because like we've seen Tenebrae's like destruction in the past, so we kind of know the horrors of what Rainbow Dash is becoming, and so the panic is kind of preventing her from becoming that more than it is the shock of her becoming it, which I think is a really kind of clever kind of move, especially considering we know the also trans flag.
You might not like this, but Hexar is...
It was just that specific combination,
younger
okay?
Daughter of a demon god.
There's a Vika's art style.
That makes sense, right? I mean, just like the others, I threatened to take over Equestria. So why wouldn't I be related to... Ugh. Why?
Just because you threatened to take over Equestria doesn't mean you are related to the fucking devil.
Why now? I thought I was free. I thought I finally got my happy ending. But this... Rainbow's in danger.
She went Australian there. She went Australian there. Did you hear that? Why can't I have my happy ending?
I thought I finally got my happy ending.
Just... it's just that one line. It's just that one line. I'm sorry, Muse. Oh my god.
Rainbow's in danger again, and it's all my fault. I can't let her suffer anymore.
Oh.
I won't let any pony else toy with her emotions. I'm trying everything I can to keep her safe, but something else gets in the way. How can I even save her? I don't even know how to get there. Rainbow, why is this happening to you?
Because plot convenience.
This
We need conflict.
isn't fair.
I thought you would have realized that by now. I mean, this show has broken the fourth... This audio drama has broken the fourth wall upon the occasion.
Should be me. Why must fate take her away? Even though she claims she's tougher, insanity is not welcome back to stay. I love her, Rainbow Dash, more than I can dream of, so why is she
I'm guessing this confirms the ship.
in a flash, gone without a scream? Why her?
A little transition into falsetto is very, very nice.
Why must she be the only one who suffers because
It's interesting, like the second time she actually belts it. That's interesting.
of me? If I don't hurry now, she'll just be a
These flashbacks? Like, what am I watching? Rocky 4.
memory.
Nobody's gonna get that joke, are you? Well, you're uncultured if you don't, because the Rocky films are amazing!
And has come to haunt me once more. Nowhere to hide, and no fate has locked the door. Are you there, Rainbow Dash? Can you even hear me? Just you know I am here to banish this away. Why her? Why must she be the only one who suffers because of me? If I don't
This is the
hurry
biggest
now,
power.
she'll just be
This is the most grand scale PowerPoint presentation I've ever seen in my entire life.
Why must she be the only one who suffers because of me?
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a tricky song to sing. Sounds like a really difficult song to sing. There's a real kind of, there's a transition into kind of almost operatic here, I've noticed. Very, very cool.
If I don't hurry now, you'll just be her memory.
The lighting contrast is really nice. Oh, the effects. Ah, very, very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Okay, I got that off my chest. '100th anniversary special. What's my name? Durfy Ditsy Buffett. I don't get that joke. I'm sorry, I do not get that joke.
What's so funny?
I have never needed anything like this in my life until now.
Give me that! Can't you see we're trying to do some research?
Well, yeah, but I got bored. We've been here for hours.
Sour, you're voice acting. How can you possibly get bored?
The little sister and our queen is going to a dark and potentially life-threatening place. Who knows what dangers could hurt her?
Would you two keep it down? My father.
Okay, the Kanan brothers are a highlight. The Kanan brothers are a highlight. I'm sorry.
He said we mustn't disturb him.
You're right. It's not guard-like to be freaking out like this.
But it is sibling-like. After Sephiroth lost his wife, our land could not recover for a long time.
Plus the fact he had some kind of immortality spell to keep his citizens from dying of starvation.
Which resulted in some of us shrinking and getting red eyes.
Guys, there's nothing to worry about. I'll be fine. I travel beyond the...
Does anyone else think this looks like the Spider-Man meme? Like, look at that! Look at the pointing!
Kingdom lands before.
But that was when you were still a princess. Are you sure you don't want a teeny little escort from us?
No. As I've said before, you two need to look after our father whilst I'm gone. He's in more danger than I am to Hexar, so he must be protected at all costs.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Brucus! Arcus! I think I found something!
What is it?
It says that it's a journal by one of the past kings, King Lucio. That's my grandfather.
The Arco's increased role here is a nice touch. Like, I just felt like we didn't see enough of. She got some emotional moments, but I didn't feel like we saw enough of her in Color Goddess.
Father, the king of the Canalands before Dad.
Ooh, history.
Why do you think this might be a lead?
You
I'm
and
not
me
sure.
got a whole
I
lot
just
of
have a
history.
strange feeling. 7th day of the 5th month. I had a strange encounter. Something that I would
the third
possibly
kind?
fear, but never imagine seeing myself.
I was caring for some of the plants just outside of
Oh,
the
this art
castle
style's
when I
so
noticed
nice!
something.
This art style's so nice.
It looked like some very valuable
Kind of reminds me of Magpie's art style. Magpie Pony's art style. Does anyone else get that?
artifact, but I had no idea where it came from.
I know for a fact she's not
It
in
wasn't
this,
from inside
but
the castle or one of our neighboring kingdoms. It was just laying there in the
I don't know.
open,
It's just the little triangular arms are just giving me that vibe.
waiting for someone to take it as their own. I thought I'd better keep it in the castle to keep it safe. Suddenly, the ground shook. When it did, a giant hole formed, and from the hole came a figure, something that could come out of anyone's nightmares.
So, you take
Quest for exploration, giving me chills as
your
new.
own, I see. And not planning on returning it to their owners.
Golden griffin vase? You mean this?
Very greedy of you to take that as your own. King of the Canaans.
How do you know me?
This is ear porn. I don't even feel weird for saying that.
Who are you?
I'm Hexar, god of Neverquestia, if you're wondering about that little detail. And I was sent here when you showed great greed.
I'm not being greedy. I'm keeping it safe. Besides, if what you say is true about
Yes, I'm keeping it safe. By myself. In my arms. Yes, that's not me being greedy.
belonging to the
At all.
Griffins, then
In any way,
you
shape, or
must
form.
have stolen it from them. I'll return it to them in the morning.
Just because it's called the Golden Griffin Vase doesn't necessarily mean it belongs to them.
What?
What matters is you stole the vase without a second.
So just me, or does Hexar in this image look like a freaking Pokemon? Like seriously, I can seriously imagine this being some kind of Pokemon.
You're the perfect thief.
I was not stealing it! You have no right to accuse me of greed! Us Kadams are anything but! We lend our powers to help our citizens, not keep it all for ourselves!
How long can you be generous? What would happen if one day you couldn't provide for your kingdom? You would need to get your nutrients from somewhere. Your kind would have no choice but to steal.
Blasphemous! You speak such foul ideas, demon! I would never resort to stealing to help my kingdom! Be gone!
He sounds like Plankton! He sounds like Plankton! Oh my god! Oh my god, he sounds like Plankton! Oh, that's...
Since you touched that
He seriously sounds like
you
Plankton!
have no choice
That's
but
so
to come
funny.
with me.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
But you've proven yourself worthy, your majesty. Worthy enough to be my apprentice of greed. You have shown you how it takes to be the perfect stealer.
Why wouldn't a griffin or a dragon be your apprentice instead?
Now that's just racist.
They're infamously far greedier than us.
Yes, but there's
Again, just racist. Just
not
racist.
resorting to greed like your kind could. That's why you must come with me.
There's Marzi's art style.
Let my husband go!
I'm sorry, but we've made a deal. You're not getting your greed.
It's like a Studio Ghibli horror movie. Look at those eyes. They look like something out of a Studio Ghibli horror movie or something.
Your husband back.
Zoelia, go back inside.
Lucho, dear, are you alright?
I'm fine. As for you, if I were so greedy, would I do this?
You idiot! What have you done?
I take it the base belonged to you. It was to test me.
It's difficult shouting, considering his voice is whispery all this time. It must be difficult to kind of, for those really angry moments where he has to shout. So props to Equestria Exploration for actually finding a good balance.
Wasn't it? Well, I'm sorry to say that I don't fall for these sorts of tricks, Hexar.
You think you're outsmarting me? The god of Equestria? You will become my apprentice, one way or another!
Yeah, and see, that's what I was talking about with this idea of having an ultimate kind of villain. A villain that ties all three of the trilogies together, because he's the reason that he is the reason that the Kingdom King became evil.
I see your wife is pregnant. Very well. If you bear a son, he will become the greediest Kingdom to exist. And when he arrives, I will be there to take him away. I don't teach you to mess with me.
No, you can't. I won't let you take our child away.
You will
God damn
regret
it,
this.
Marzipan.
I'll be waiting.
She's got a great art style and she can voice act. She's... That's the thing with a lot of these artists. They can actually voice act incredibly well. Like, it does add a little bit of a stigma to, like, that pretty much anyone can voice act, but not everyone can do art, because I can't do art. I certainly cannot do art. So it does kind of... I'm not saying I'm jealous or anything, but at the same time, there's still like a craft behind it.
Lucho, we can't let him get away with this. We need to stop him.
I know. The first step will be to seal this hole so that no citizens will fall through. Hexar would stop at nothing to get his way. He opened a gateway down to his realm so it would be easier for him to take our child. But we managed to close it off before that could happen. It would never be opened unless it was with a royal kingdom's magic. That way, no citizen would be in harm's reach of that demon.
So, my grandfather
That's one
was
thing I will say
originally
with Marzipan's art style. The eyelashes on the characters are fucking huge.
going to be the apprentice of
They
Breed.
are huge.
Seems like it. But your grandparents outsmarted him.
How?
On the
Well,
female
they had a
characters,
daughter,
that is.
right? So she couldn't be taken by Hexar.
That's right. But maybe the reason my mother was hardly allowed to play with other kids was because my grandparents were so cautious and worried about Hexar. Until she met Dad. And they got married.
What is it? Did you figure something else out?
Hexar's threat wouldn't make sense since my grandparents had a daughter. But when my parents married, my father became their son-in-law. So Hexar must have used that to his advantage.
So Lucho and Zoelia had a son. But by law, Hexar's bargain still worked.
With that circle, it looks like he's got one of those makeup lights in his eye, reflecting in his pupils.
We learned so much more about what Hexar is capable of. I'll need to let Nisty know right away.
Both of them.
Huh? It's from Liako.
Dear Nisty, thank you for warning me about Hexar. My dad told me some stuff about him, actually. But I also found out some more info in the castle archives. Apparently, the previous king before my dad wrote about him. My grandfather.
The pacing in
Luca.
this episode is really good. It's like we're at the middle. I would expect to be at the halfway point at this kind of thing. It's delving into, you know, we've had a song, we've kind of delving into the emotions, we've got a bit of backstory. I've definitely, the pacing of this episode is particularly standout for me.
This comes from his journal. He wrote about where the god is hiding, in a place called Nether Equestria under the Kingdom Lands.
Nether
The
Equestria.
opening is enchanted.
Let me guess,
so
does Peter
only
Pan
the
live
powers of
there?
the royal kingdom can open the gateway. So that is why when you venture down to stop Hexar, I'm coming with you. It won't be treacherous for me since I'm also a descendant of Hexar. Well, not as direct as you, but I'm the daughter of the apprentice of Green. You'll probably be too stubborn and say that I shouldn't go to help you, but I already made up my mind. I'm not just doing this to help you, but also my kingdom. Signed, Queen Liako.
Oh, Liako. I've moved past being stubborn. For this journey, I'm going to need all the help I can get. Tia, Luna, how long have you two been standing there?
Oh, don't mind us. We were just leaving.
Yes, we were. I'm sure you'll need plenty of rest to prepare for your journey tomorrow.
Those awkward faces are so adorable.
I'll promise to return home safe and sound, you hear? And I'll do everything in my power to make sure my rainbow never suffers from my past again.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Misty. But did you just say, my rainbow?
That's not important.
For God's
you know what I
sake!
meant.
God's sake, stop teasing us! If I was an anime character, I'd be doing one of those expressions where my mouth is just going up and down, and my eyes are just literally just white spheres, and there's just lines going past me, and just kind of angry. Stop teasing us! Please, someone do an edit of that. If somebody can do that, please do an edit of that. Just of my face. Just stop teasing us. It's not funny, and we want to get to the action already.
It's still really dark, so it must be.
I went high.
Wait. Dirt? There wasn't dirt before. This is the
Oh, that scream.
second night in a row I've dreamt of that filly's scream. Is she falling
Oh
down
crap, we're
something?
gonna hear it again then. If it's gonna be a running motif in this thing.
A hole? Why isn't my subconscious revealing anything to me still? This must be some kind of sign. But what? Why would I still be dreaming of a filly screaming? It doesn't make any sense. It's probably nothing. Though I've learned from experience that the same dream twice in a row has to mean something. I don't have time for that now. I have to say goodbye to my friends before I head over to Nether Equestria.
Whoops! Sorry about that, Tank. I guess I'm just a little distracted today.
It's quite alright, Bluestreak. You just need to be more careful of your surroundings, especially while cooking.
I know, but I am a genie after all. I could have just conjured a porridge out of thin air.
But this is a good lesson for you. Learning to cook things from scratch is a good skill to learn for the future. And maybe when Rainbow gets better, I can teach you how to make her favorite cookies.
I guess you're right about that. I mean, we all learn something about ourselves sooner or later, right? Wait, you can make cookies? I'll get it. Oh, hi, Nisty. What's with the bags?
That makes me interested. Also, that sphere of magic looks like a donut. That makes me interested, actually. Can you make cookies without opposable thumbs?
I
like
came to say goodbye.
If I just dig
What?
through this and I just
Goodbye.
moving around the mixture.
Why?
Good.
Well, where
I
are
think
you
one could.
going?
Actually,
To a
no.
place called
but then,
Nether
but then,
Equestria.
oh,
It's
no, that's right. Because then when I pick up the tray, that happens.
I'll find my the being who cursed Rainbow.
Nether Equestria? Oh, I know that place.
You do?
Remember when you captured Rainbow's friends 5.5 years ago in a cell in Tartarus? I went there with the CMC and...
It's just the way Blue Streak just casually just responds, yeah, you know how you casually kidnapped Rainbow and her friends? Yeah, that wasn't cool. But then again, you've changed now, so terrible Blue Streak impression isn't terrible.
Spike
Look,
to
I don't
rescue
have the
them
picture
and
of a
discovered
woman,
that
thank you.
time flows slower there than up here. So depending on how far down you're going will determine how much slower time will be for you.
Wow, I honestly forgot about that. So much has happened since then. But now that I think about it, it does make sense as to why Hexar said 7 surface days. It would be a much quicker time for him down there.
Actually, I do remember you mentioning that back when I was still sick. Just barely, of course.
Well, duh, you were basically dead when I first saw you. I still have nightmares about you.
No, just no filter. No filter! No filter! Oh, my autistic radar is just popping off. Oh my god.
Haunting me.
Anyways, is Rainbow awake? I'd like to say goodbye to her personally.
She's resting right now, but you're more than welcome to bid her farewell.
Alright. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, Rainbow?
Oh, little love hearts in her eyes. Oh!
I'm sorry to disturb your nap. I just came to say goodbye.
Goodbye. Where are you going?
I'm venturing to cure you, Rainbow. I'm heading off to the Canaan lands, meeting up with Liako, then we're going to Netherquestria to find the being who cursed you.
You don't need to greet me here. Why don't I join you guys at your send-off?
No, you can't. You need to rest. You're suffering with something you can't control, and it's my duty to fix it once and for all.
When will you be back?
Not sure. It's going to take a while to reach him, but it might be quicker depending on how far down I go. But I promise I'll return you to normal. I promise to make the thing that did this to you regret he was ever born.
Nest, you don't need to sound so tough for me. I can tell you're scared. Not just of facing this guy, but what could happen to me.
Oh, Rainbow. I'm sorry this is happening to you. If only there was another way. I mean, why you? Why is it always you?
Maybe because I attract dangerous villains like a magnet. So I can have something new to fight.
Oh, Rainbow. You're ridiculous sometimes.
There we go. You're no longer a worrywart. When you go, don't think of something terrible happening to me, but rather something I can easily beat. Think of that as my send-off.
Oh, alright. Make sure you get plenty of rest and have Blue and Tank look after you. Drink plenty of water and eat plenty of food that isn't grief and—
I'll be fine, Nest. I'm 25 years old. I should be—
You're 25?
Fine.
Yes! Were you two spying on us?
Sorry, we couldn't help it.
Let's go!
Come on, Mimi!
I don't even need
We're
to
going
say
to miss
anything.
the train! Shh! Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's board the train.
Yay! It's a shame
I mean, do I need to say
couldn't be here to see
anything?
Wolf. Oh, I feel
Do
so
I need
sorry
to say
for her.
anything?
Find the Rainbow. She'll overcome it. She's not one to
Oh
ever—
no! If this was a bigger series, that would be memed everywhere.
Down. Misty's right.
Oh.
Rainbow's never been one to give up on anything. She'll be fine. Rainbow, she is a good friend always. Someone you can depend on. I've known her for oh so long. Good and bad days. I don't think it's auto-tuned, but it sounds very chromatic. If it is auto-tuned, then if it's not auto-tuned, then I'm impressed, because that kind of tone just sounds very auto-tuney. Very kind of chromatic. Running and flying, never one for not trying. she is crying, her spirit continues to blaze. She'll be okay. She'll beat this curse inside of her.
Oh, the moving
and
clouds in the
vanish
background are such a nice
away.
touch.
Come one
Yeah.
day, she'll come out on top and create the blue skies from the gray. She is not one to back down, chasing her enemies out of town.
With one punch, she stands
I don't know why that
above,
rabbit
single
couplet made me
her
laugh.
confidence is here to stay.
She'll be okay. She'll beat this curse inside of her and banish it away. And come what may, she'll come out on top and create the blue skies from the gray.
She stood up for me for so many years, but deep down she knows that we are always here.
She united us all forever as friends, but now it's your turn to fight until the end. We will.
Okay, her Rarity singing voice is probably my favorite. Just the kind of refined, smooth tone of her is very, very nice.
She'll be okay. She'll beat this curse inside of her and banish it away. And come what may, she'll come out on top and create the blue skies. She'll be okay. She'll beat this curse inside of her and banish it
I
away.
love how it's in circles, like her main six a cappella.
And come what may, she'll come out on top and create the blue skies from the gray. I know you'll be okay. You'll beat this curse inside of you and banish it away.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is a fan MLP. I'm going to quote the nostalgic critic here. You are a fan MLP audio drama. You do not have to try this hard.
You'll come out
I mean, technically in that review he was talking about Puss in Boots too, but
on top and create
Again,
the blue skies.
how hard? Trying so hard.
From the gray.
Like, this is the kind of stuff I want to. This is the kind of stuff I want to create. If I can just get a story together, but you know, just enjoy the content for what it is. Be inspired by this stuff, I guess. I'm loving it.
Now arriving at the Kingdom Lands. We hope you enjoy your stay. If
That's a steam engine, and it should have a whistle instead of a horn.
you are returning, welcome back.
Misty!
Hey, Liako. You sure you want to come with me? It's not too late to back out.
Don't be ridiculous. I told you I'm the only one who can open the gateway.
But you're their queen. You really
That
shouldn't
doesn't
be.
really work,
Save
does
the
it? Is it too late to back out? No, it doesn't work.
Chat for
Fuck.
later, girls. We've got to get to the gateway.
Is it too late to back out now?
Ready?
I'm sorry about this, grandfather.
Well, wish us luck, everyone.
That's one massive hole in the ground. There are the goodises.
Why didn't we just travel with them? There'd be no fun in that, Twilight. Train rides are fun!
Before you go, we'd like to send you off with some helpful materials.
What did you have in mind?
You've been told that Neth Equestria's time is much slower than up on the surface. This watch will help showcase how much time passes. 7 days up here will be much quicker time down there, so be cautious.
Thank you, Lumina. For you, Liako. This should allow you to still look after your land whilst you're traveling down to Hexar. That way, your father won't have to worry about the animals and trees suffering.
But what if something happens to her?
Don't worry. If that happens, I will help you a bit with the crops.
Sajira!
What? We're not captives anymore.
Well, thank you anyways.
And this is from me.
What are these?
These stones will allow you to sense the
They look
other
like Easter
appendices of
eggs.
Hexar.
I mean, we just have had
including the ones
Easter,
not
so
currently
to be
by
fair,
his
so...
side.
Would this mean I will know if my father is in danger?
And Rainbow?
Yes. It will work as an advantage for you, so you can prepare any attack from the apprentices who are allies with Hexar.
Thanks again, goddesses. Or should I call you my aunts?
Please be careful, Nisty. Our brother is nothing like what you faced before. Make sure you get back safely.
I will. I promise.
Please bring Dashi back to her more sports-loving self. Please, please, please.
Don't worry. I will, Pinky. Tia, Luna, if anything happens to me, I won't ever forget you. You hear? No. I can't be crying now. Get it together, Nisty. We will miss you too, Nisty. But we believe that you will make it out alive.
It is something only you must do after all.
Thank you, sisters.
Don't be gone for too long here.
We don't know what we do without
No,
you.
Muse!
Lucas,
No,
Arcus,
not
I
now!
told you,
Not
I'm
now!
going to be fine.
Not now!
Then we're gonna
Not
miss
now!
you.
Not now! Not now!
No.
Not now! Not now! Not now!
Aw, Dad, you don't need to cry for me.
I am not
I'm going
crying
to be fine.
now!
I know, but I lost your mother all those years ago. I don't want to lose you too.
No, you're not going to lose me, Father. Dang it! Now you're making
God's
me
sake!
cry.
Stop!
I'm going to
Muse!
miss you
Stop!
too,
I'm not
Dad.
crying now! I refuse! I refuse! A solitary
All right.
crown in the
Here
green
goes
grass.
nothing.
What a poetic
On
image.
3. 1,
2,
3.
Geronimo! It's like it was never there.
Okay?
They should be. Though it seems like such a dangerous journey to be on.
Aw, why couldn't we go with them?
Only descendants of Hexa are allowed down there, Pinky.
Well, I hope it's not too filthy down there. I'm worried about Liako's gown getting dirt on it.
They'll be fine, Rares.
They'll be fine, Rares.
What are we going to do if we lose her?
She'll be fine, Arcus. She'll be fine.
I hope so too.
There I am, guys.
Dragon?
My audio's quiet as usual. It's a bit while to register that line. Dragon?
Why are you still here? Should you be with the ponies on the train?
Well, I had a long discussion with Twilight, and when she mentioned we'd be seeing Liako and Nisty off, I asked her if it was alright for me to stay here for the week.
What?
I mean, as you know, I have a ginormous crush on Liako, and you two are like her big brothers now, so I thought, why not stay here to learn more about her before she returns?
You have got to be kidding me.
I'm quite proud of that delivery. There's a little bit of, again, I'm sorry my audio is very, very quiet. I am trying to fix that.
Sire, are you okay with this?
It wouldn't hurt, really.
But
it wouldn't.
What if he starts dating Liako? Then they get married. Then he becomes the next king, even though he's a dragon.
Don't worry about a thing. I'm sure he'll behave himself.
Yo, I'll be the king, boys!
Whilst
I'm
he's
becoming
staying
king.
here,
Actually, probably not.
Won't you?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'll have the chefs prepare some jewels for you.
I shouldn't laugh at myself. I really shouldn't.
He already knew about this, didn't he?
This is gonna be so awesome, guys. We're having a week all to ourselves. Call it a guys' week.
Guys' week.
I'm not laughing at my delivery of the line. I'm laughing at Brian and Sour's delivery of the line. Like that would be.
They're finally traveling to meet me in person. How
Yo, has anyone ever told you that your hair's on fire? Like literally, like, babe, it is on fire.
fun. faces at this banquet if they can't accept my invitation. This banquet. I'll just need to take them by force.
That night will last forever!
Looks like we might be due for a big old storm of chaos.
I just have to get rid of her. Then Equestria will be mine!
Oh, such a well-paced episode. I love it. Thumbs up all round. Thumbs up, triple thumbs. I don't have a third hand, but still triple thumbs. Actually, I think I know why my audio was so quiet. So I think the reason I was so quiet was because I was in my flat at uni, and so the acoustics there are fucking horrendous, honestly. Moonshine Cameras. I love that art style. She'll Be Okay is one of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie. Oh dear. Righty dokie. Definitely one of the better ones. One of the better ones. It has to be said. Honestly. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, fantastic work. Fantastic work, guys. Again, obviously, like, you can just see the improvements over the past few... from the past two audio dramas. It's just so much cleaner, there's so much more effort. Again, like, it does not have to try this hard, but it does. It's a reflection of Muse's experience and what she's learned, so real props to everyone on this. I know I'm one of them, but come on, I'm a VA, okay? I'm a voice actor. But, yeah, honestly, this is a lot of fun to react to, and I look forward to the next episode, definitely. I apologize again for the delay, guys. It's been a very, very long time since I've done reactions. There is a reason for this, obviously, but I won't go into detail with them now. If you guys do need clarifying on why, then just ask me. But in any case, I will definitely try and do reactions a bit more often, because I've literally got 2 more months left of uni. And then I'll be free for the summer, so I shall definitely have more time for content creating and hopefully creating some other stuff as well on top of like reactions and stuff and like covers as well. But thank you guys so much. We recently hit thank you guys so much. We recently hit 1.6k subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. I know obviously my content hasn't really been consistent, but you guys have made the support worthwhile, and I cannot thank you guys enough, as always. So this is Little Al speaking. I absolutely fucking adore you guys, and I hope you guys know that, and I hope you have a great day. So I'll see you guys later.